right here on the Muskegon channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly, that dapper-looking fellow over there with his power tie and coat from some used clothing store is. You're dressed to impress today.
Always, because we've got the new video, we've got the new audio. We're looking good. We're sounding good. I especially am looking good. And you need to upgrade your wardrobe.
I thought about it, but as I look back over the years of my broadcast career, I think drove from Sparta to Muskegon at 3 o'clock in the morning. I drove from Muskegon to Grand Rapids at 3 o'clock in the morning. I paid my dues. Now, I walk down the steps. I take off the shirt with no sleeves. I put on something that's hanging from the clean laundry, and I walk into my studio and I do the news.
All right.
You know what?
Oh, you don't do the news. You listen, and you pontificate.
I don't need the tie.
I deliver.
Okay, I'm like Buford T. Pusser. I walk tall. I carry a big stick.
You look like a Buford.
Well, you know what? That's fine with me. I look like anything you want.
All right. I'm just saying. There's a level of professionalism on this side, on that side. I don't know. Are you going to be playing hacky sack later? You got,
hacky sack. Can you see me trying to play hacky sack?
I'm just saying.
Can you imagine what an unbalanced bowl of Jell-O that would look like? Sincerely.
All right.
Should I try it?
Okay.
Want to see some hacky sack kicks?
Let's see. Can you even lift that foot? Okay.
No,
wow.
I can't really. You put the audience through that, man, not me.
I know. I don't know what I was thinking. All right.
Yeah, well.
Want me to just move on?
Let me catch my breath a minute. That hacky sack business is that's a workout.
I was going to say. You don't need to get in shape with Becky now. You got.
I kind of backed off on that.
Yeah, that's probably a really good idea.
Well, I just, you know what? I got
hell, man.
Dude, I got to lay off the sugar before I start getting into some workout.
No, you need you work out and you can do two things at once.
Yeah, but
you don't have to. I need to cut back on this and then do this.
Got to get off. I got to quit.
You're just making it. You know what you're doing? You're giving excuses.
No, I'm not. Practical.
Yeah, it's all excuses. No, that's not being practical. You don't want to do it, so you're not doing it.
Okay.
Just admit it. I don't want to exercise, so I'm not going to do it.
Okay, you got me.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
All right, let's get into it.
Are we going to get into
GOP leader? What? I was just going to start the news. You want to go?
Oh, well, don't let me interrupt. I want you to jump right into it.
No, go ahead. No, you had something you wanted to
No, I was going to say, are we going to get into it? And then you said you jumped down my throat, and I felt bad.
Oh, I apologize.
Well, it's okay.
I'll take that back. I didn't mean to. Do you need to go back to your safe space?
See what happens when you wear a tie? You turn into a world-class turd. Somehow like you're powerful and more qualified because you have a tie.
Not at all. I'm just saying it gives the illusion of that.
Well, it does, but it really doesn't count because, let's be honest, you live in your mom's basement.
Okay, we don't need to go in any of those directions.
Well,
you just retreat to your safe space, and I'll try not to hurt your feelings.
I just want to give you a reminder that I may be be able to show up in no underwear and a T-shirt for our morning newscast, but you still live at home. And what do you drive? A 75 Grand Marquis?
It's an '01, and I'm just gonna do it's '01. Yeah.
And you know what I like best about your car? The 3 hubcaps. Oh, that is hot. That is a chick
Ford's
magnet.
Just showing off.
Huh?
4 hubcaps just showing off.
I agree.
You don't need it. It's superfluous. All right. News. House and GOP leaders agreed on Wednesday on a sweeping overhaul of the nation's tax laws. This paves the way for the final vote next week to cut taxes for businesses and give many Americans modest tax cuts. Republicans have a slim 52-48 majority in the Senate. The initial Senate package passed by a vote of 51-49. This is going along party lines. Republicans are for it. Democrats hate it. I fall like I do in most areas, somewhere in the middle. We'll just see. I'll like having a few extra bucks in my check. That'll be nice.
You won't notice it
January.
You won't notice.
I guarantee you, I'll notice it.
No, you won't.
I will notice it.
Okay.
I notice any amount of money that's more. I guarantee it, because I have so little.
Yeah.
All right. What else is going on? The FCC is expected to loosen regulations for internet providers. Current rules ban cable and telecompanies from blocking or slowing down websites. They also prohibit broadband providers from striking deals that give websites priority over others. Now, I see both sides of this. As someone who grew up in a small business, I know this could potentially hurt startups and some of these smaller companies. So I get the concerns, but I also like less government in pretty much everything, because you look at industries with any industry that has major problems. You look at higher education, public schools, healthcare, housing, banking, immigration, the space program, the post office, Amtrak, all heavily regulated and controlled by the government. So loosening the reins might not be a bad idea. There are some pitfalls that I get, and those need to be looked at too. But like I said, I can see both sides of this. I don't know if this is good or bad, but I understand.
It is absolutely a disaster. It's the worst thing that can happen to the internet. This is equal to the internet what 1996's deregulation of radio did to the radio business. It's that
something
damaging.
To be said for that. I think we need to wait and see before we start saying this is going to have some cataclysmic effect.
And blah, blah, blah. Let's not let history be a marker from people who know what the hell they're talking about, like former radio people. Okay? Yeah, let's just wait and see.
Right there.
What a great approach. Roll over and take it again, Dave. Way to go.
I'm not rolling over.
Dude, you were really flexing your moron muscle at this point. And let me circle you back just a little bit about the whole regulation thing. Look back after the Depression, when the government got in and really regulated the banks, up until the regulations, started to fall away, and we started having all these financial problems again, like we have. We didn't have any problems. So they regulated them to where they needed to be regulated.
Government will solve this then.
Huh?
The government will solve this.
I'm not saying the government's going to solve it.
It's going to create innovation. Let me ask you this: if the government still ran the phone system, would we have iPhones? If the government was still running the phone system, would we have iPhones? No, we wouldn't. Better. We wouldn't. You know, and I know. No, we wouldn't have.
What is
this? May encourage innovation. I don't know.
China?
It's got everything to do with when you had. We worry about big companies, as we should. I'm concerned about corporations just as much as you are. I'm also concerned about a bloated government having its hands in everything. I think the only thing the FCC should be doing is handing out radio licenses to radio stations. I didn't agree with them pretending they know what profanity is or what vulgarity is or what obscenity is, because that's garbage.
To tell you what.
So it's not as easy as this is the only this is smart and this is stupid. It's a gray area. There's good and bad with this, and hopefully the bad doesn't outweigh the good. Now, I could end up being wrong. We'll have to wait and see.
I guarantee you're going to end up being wrong. Guarantee.
All right. Well, like I said, we'll revisit this down the road and we'll see.
Okay.
Maybe you'll be proven right. All right. What else is going on?
Mark my words.
Okay. I'm marking your words right now. What's the date today?
December. It is the 14th of December. 14th? Year of our Lord 2017.
2017. And the world's going to come to an end because the FCC backs off. I didn't say the world was going to
come to an end. I simply said that this is going to have the same impact on the internet that the radio deregulation had in 1996. You were going to see nothing but that. It's going to be awful. Mark my words.
Well, okay, just give me what do you think is going to happen? Give me an example of what.
Okay, let's say you want to use the internet for streaming television.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's say you want to watch. Let's say you no longer want to get the cable package. Let's say you want to watch just what's on Netflix. Okay, that's great, but we're going to end up charging you more for what you get your internet. So instead of paying your $69.95 a month right now, because you don't want our cable programming, because everybody watches Home Shopping Club and everybody's watching TBN and everybody's watching all the other garbage that they've got on this. Instead of getting that jammed down your throat, we're going to charge you, let's go $99.99 for your internet because you're not taking our cable.
You don't think another company's not going to step in and say, hey, they're charging $99.99? What were you paying before? How about $59.99?
That's not.
You think another company? Really, competition doesn't bring down prices?
Same good old boys network coming along, just like the big radio companies.
So they're going to collude.
Watch and see.
Like I said, I'm not saying you're necessarily wrong. What I'm saying is, the opposite could happen. We'll see. A new ordinance approved by the Muskegon City Commission puts local dunes back into local control. City planning staff hopes this will speed up the approval process for development projects at Pigeon Hill and Pere Marquette Park. Now, the ordinance was approved on Tuesday. What this basically does, it takes responsibility out of the hands of the State Department of Environmental Quality, puts them in the hands of the city. They're supposedly going to look at the same stuff that the state looks at with regarding this, and it just you go through the state, it takes like 3 to 6 months or something. Right. This could speed up the process. So
there you have it.
We'll see.
Very good.
I don't know. Sports. It was Michigan knocking off Texas in college hoops at Texas, 59-52. They improved to 9-3. I like this Michigan basketball team. What John Beilein's done there is similar to what Mark D'Antonio's done with Michigan State football. Beilein's done it on the basketball side of Michigan, and I think they got a really good team. I mean, they're not where Michigan State is. They're not at that level, but they're going to be gamers all year.
They still are Michigan.
I like that team.
There's a nobility to them.
Right. Yeah. Like the nobility here and the nobility there. I'm just saying. I don't know. That is a swell T-shirt, though. I can't even see the pit stains. I'm impressed.
It's black. There's no pit stains.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You can't see them; they're invisible.
And it's also a nice plug because the Muskegon Lumberjacks have 2 home games this weekend, Friday and Saturday. You should come out.
You never know.
Yeah, I do.
You could see me. I'll surprise
yeah, I could.
Max and I might surprise you.
You should.
I
Andy,
really
can
should.
you get me some free tickets?
Really
no, Dave, I can't. Sorry.
I was
surprised.
Well. All right.
I'm Dave Kegley.
We'll talk
I can't
to you
pay
tomorrow.
for tickets. Are you leaving? You're not going to give us a Red Wing score or anything?
No, I was. I was going to make it fairly quick.
Oh,
I gave you I gave you a Michigan score. I thought you, of all people, would be happy about that.
I'm happy about that. I'm not complaining. I just thought maybe we'd get a Red Wing score too. But apparently, you power.
Well, we got off on a rant on other stuff.
Your amazing foresight on net neutrality and all that other good stuff.
I can just see 2 sides of an issue.
Of course you can.
Some of us are only one-sided. I try to see both sides.
Of course you do. Hey,
play the middle.
Take your both sides and stick them where they go. See ya.
All right, see ya.